Hello there and welcome back to the channel. So in Nier Reincarnation, the Aces of Arena showdown has just begun. And we can all see now an update to my sneak peek from yesterday that in global, our top bot number 1 only started with 1 million points rather than the almost 5 million in JP. I guess the devs just give JP way more credit for how hard they're going to go in this. And you can see here at the time of recording, it's been a few hours. And the global player base has knocked bot number 1 down just below 900k. So good job to everyone out there who's going hard on this. Bot number 1, or shall I call it Bastion 1, was much harder than I anticipated, and some of the others definitely harder than I anticipated as well. Okay, so I have some runs, some clears, and again, this is just kind of day 1 strat. This is just what I came up with in the first hour or two, and also some community members were collaborating on strats. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go ahead and dive into this video. Number 5. We're going to start with number 5. I'm going to do them out of order. We're just going to go ahead with this. I don't know why I'm talking about this team. It's already knocked way out. But let's just be thorough, right? I got this. So in this case, I used a hybrid team. CDR teams can work, but you know, their stats are jacked. All of these teams. I'm pretty sure they're all max awakening. Okay, so and the memoirs are probably all god roll. Okay, let's go on to Bastion 2 here. And this is one of the easier ones. We have that mono water team.
I'm not afraid.
See if we can do a quick analysis here. Noelle with 9 stacks of Agi, boosted by Hina, so she'll be somewhat fast but pretty easy to outpace. Here I have another hybrid team. It's built just like the last one with Lars instead of Saryu, and wind weapon on my Nier. And this is a good safety against this. Pretty easy way to take it down is with the old safety hybrid team. I have Lars built for max cooldown. It's been my favorite way to use him lately. That's with his own weapon, 1414. Okay, moving on. We have the first tank team, Bastion 4. And you know, they can be potentially dangerous. That Gale and that celeb wife can cool down and have some firepower. Gale has that defense skill. And here I am opting for a hybrid team. Wife, tank. That's Summer Wife, of course, tank. And Lars to help boost my Agi to make sure that I go first. And also, Lars is very strong. So Saryu can work here as well.
I'm not afraid.
Let's just see how this goes here. That celeb wife is pretty tanky. Of course, when you're building your own Summer Wife with all agility, she's not that strong.
Maybe
And it took quite a bit to take that Griff down. That Griff is very tanky. And I even got a character skill here. How entertaining. Nice. All right. So here's another option I liked a little better. I have Summer Wife with Sniper and the Agi buffing turret. In this case, Saryu. Managed a successful snipe. It was nice to get rid of her. She's so tanky, such a pain. And I like to bring an EX weapon on Wife so that even though she's not that strong, she'll do more damage because of the weapon. Okay, I liked that a lot better. And then there was another team I really liked even better that I'll show in a moment. It's a team that was used against Bastion 1. So here's Bastion 3, and I was a little surprised because I saw a mono dark CDR team and did not expect to have any problems with it in AA, but because there's 2 timed agility buffers on the team, they will dominate AA, you know, pretty easily unless you have a lot of party-wide agi as well. So here I am coming in with the typical 2 flat agi buffer CDR team with sniper. And we'll see that this is kind of coin tossy. So bad hit there, and that Marie, let's pause. So look at Marie up there. You see she has 7 stacks of agi. And you'll see later that her cooldowns are really slow, which leads us to believe that she might even have agi mems, all timed agi weapons. So she has slow cooldowns, whereas Yuzuki and Theo have short cooldowns. Another thing to note here, the Theo is very tanky. So often, like my skill 1 that often one-shots people might not one-shot her. Let's continue watching. Again, part of it's like my Saryu lost all Bold Vigor there, but that's horrible. I'm so used to my Saryu one-shotting everyone, that was very surprising. And that was a risky clear, you see, not very reliable. So I came back, here's the same team, versus the same team that is with a hybrid build. This one with Saryu and Water Nier. Let me pause it there. Because I killed Marie, this is a shoo-in. If I didn't, which tends to happen a lot versus these bots, things do get dangerous because they are more likely to come in with AA against Udeal, knocking down his heal, and then their skills make short work of him, and I have died like that. It's shameful that I've died to these bots. I know that's not helping our cause, but I think a lot of people are having some trouble out there, and we all have to farm them a bit to figure it out, right? So, like I said, this one worked just fine because of that, because of the initial kill. Then, I don't have a capture of it, but a team I liked even better was imitating their gimmick. 3 flat agility buffers, so I'm not sure if you have it. For me, it was Saryu, Bloody Gale, and the new Lars. If you don't have the new Lars, maybe you had Celeb Hina, or maybe Celeb Akeha. And then build one of them, max agi, and that should be able to get them up close to 3.5k. And that will help you dominate AA. I think that's the key against this dark team, is dominating AA. So 3 flat agility buffers was a little more reliable than the 2 CDR agi buffer with sniper team. So something to think about there. They are very powerful, so be careful tanking them. And also, it might be tricky to outpace that Marie. For some reason, again, I'm very surprised. I think it's kind of cool, though, because I really like the team. It looks cool. You don't see Mono Dark out there. So onward, Bastion 1, which is just a major pain. The pre-hits on this team is just as fast as can be. We tested it, and even builds that we had that were 4K, 4.1K, are still getting rolled by this pre-hits. And then everyone has a ton of damage output. Sometimes if you try to bring a full tank, pre-hit's going to come at you with her character skill. She's just so vicious. Gale is doing damage too, and of course Gale always makes things annoying. And the Udeal is extremely tanky. So this was my first thought. This was a variation of a team I had before with Saryu instead of Lars. But I wanted Lars to help my Summer Wife be faster to try to roll that pre-hits. And let's watch this battle, comment on it further.
Found you.
Okay, look at Priya. She's got 9 stacks of agi, and remember that she has a base 40% agi. So she's very fast. Like I said, we were getting rolled at 4.1k. And then everyone has a stack of Valiants. You see that? So someone, possibly Gale, has attack up to party Memoirs. And they all hit so hard. Now, I want to point something out here. Notice that I pulled off a Dragon Tap. Demon Tap. On Summer Wife, I got both my character skills off and did not allow Priya to go until now. Check this out. See how she goes first and then my wife. So I was going to get rolled. So Priya could have easily taken someone out and then the whole strat would fail. And it's tight. It's still tight. Even though I pulled off the Demon Tap. So this was a little too tight. Not so reliable, right? And I'm seeing a lot of people's clear of this, and it's the same scenario. They either managed a successful snipe and took Priyat out, or Priyat came out and got countered, or Priyat came out and just didn't kill, didn't mess up the tank's 50% heal, etc., etc. So, you know, of course, the RNG dice is going to roll, and you can win, but the same team might lose on the next attempt. And so if you don't have Priyat yourself with, you know, really good, like timed agility debris or whatever it is, or a Priyat with a Gale or something like that can actually like match her and have, like, in other words, be, you know, a very reliable sniper, maybe like an A4 Nier with 2 strong flat agility buffing turrets. If your account is strong enough, if you don't have top tier mems, it might very well might fail. So in search of something more and more reliable, a community friend, Capiter, came up with a great solution. And I've mentioned this before in my in a recent video where I complained that we used to be able to get Summer Wife so fast that she could get out first, make sure that you could cast your instant character skills. But as the meta changed and all these flat agility buffers came out, became harder and harder, and to the point that you can be up against a strong team and definitely not do that strat. So how can we get her faster? Well, now we have Lars. I'm not sure if this would work with Bloody Gale because it's tight, and like I said, we're still getting rolled. But the answer being Summer Wife with 2 flat agility buffers that are both built for max cooldown and built to be as powerful as possible. So whatever debris you have, boon debris, and max cooldown, some boon in the subs, and of course CDR mems. And then the 2 of them help Wife get fast enough. So this one for me is 4.1k. So that's awesome. I didn't think I could ever get Wife to 4.1. So of course she's just slammed with timed agility and agility memoirs, agility debris, and we'll look at her build in a moment, and let's check this run out. So you see Wife goes first and character skill. That means their character skills are coming next, and Lars's cooldown is ready. That means Priyat didn't even have a chance to act. She's gone. Gale is gone. Such a beautiful thing. And yeah, you could get rolled and it could go south, but it's just, with this strat, it's just less likely. Again, this is day 1, and this is the best thing we've found just at the moment, right? Okay, so here's how she's built. You see I managed to get her base to 2178. My memoirs here are all agility mains, and they all have an agility sub that's more than 40. So like 45, 44, 42, the best ones I could get so far with my 2 years of memoir farming. It's not always my focus to farm this type, but I have gone pretty hard on it. And then of course 3 subjugation weapons for the 9 stacks of timed agility. And then my personal best flat agility buffing debris, that one is 15%. I give her a dark main hand because that's her native element. Cool. Also, I liked this team, and other people were talking about good success with just a full chunk, full tank team versus Bastion 1. And I really like this one personally, with the Summer Wife, and then everyone has EX main, so everyone has potential to do damage if Priet takes someone out. And Gale synergizes so well with Udeal. I really like the bases that are covered with this character combo. You don't see this exact combo as often. Usually it's like Celeb Wife, Demos, Udeal, something like that. But I love this because Udeal doesn't have that same damage reduction that Griff has, so Gale gives that to him. And then Gale also has the heal. Summer Wife not only disables the provoke, but also any element boon coming from the attackers on the other side. So this actually worked really well for me too. And it is subject to getting rolled. You know, maybe Priet comes and knocks your U. That Priet could easily take your Udeal all the way out. But even if Priet comes and knocks him down below 50, then he's going to die very quickly, and then you're going to have a bunch of powerful skills coming at your other two characters here. Cool, so that's it so far. Have fun uniting in bot warfare. And again, you know, if you don't feel like you can get a reliable win and it's frustrating you, just don't feel bad about sitting out. But if you want to get in there and farm and, you know, take it on as a challenge to see what you can accomplish with your own loadout. And I hope that my loadouts have helped you here today. Let me know in the comments how it's going for you and what kind of strats you came up with. Thanks so much for watching this video. As always, hit like and subscribe if you like what you see here. It's so much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one.